So Ethan, I think it was yesterday, he posted a video called Aiden Ross attacked him and his wife. I don't know what that means, but then he also there's an update video which is apparently Ethan reacting to his response. So, hey, we might as well let's go for the gold, guys. Let's go for the gold. We'll start with this video. I have no idea the context.
Today I was insulted by potentially the dumbest person alive, and my wife was called ugly. I was called fat. No surprises, but
yeah. Well, I mean, here's my thing, man. I mean, I don't know, because Ela's a content creator, so I don't know where the line is. But for me, man, I personally think you should just stay away from people's wives. Yeah, call Ethan fat or ugly or, whatever. I don't think that matters. But, he has, I don't know. I would stay away from his wife. But I guess if she throws her hat into the arena, I suppose you can, I guess it's free game or fair game, whatever you'd say. But I don't know, man. Me personally, I wouldn't allow it.
the insults came from, you've heard the expression, don't throw stones if you're in a glass house.
Sure.
This glass house happens to be by the name of Adin Ross.
Ooh.
He has come for me.
He's come.
Now, admittedly, I did go pretty hard on him on Hassan's stream, but he is defending a...
But he went hard. What'd he say? What'd he say on Hassan's stream? Does Hassan have that going on there? Because that would I don't know if I would have went with the I don't know if I would have went with that narrative if I okay.
Known human trafficker and R-wordist, so I
oh man, where is this? It's on H3. I feel like I might watch that thing. That's too long. I'm not gonna watch it. It's like an hour long. Well, that's fine. Okay. So we're talking about Andrew Tate. Yeah, listen, everything is an allegation right now, but the evidence is mounting. Especially after we watched that one lawyer. That was really good. When we watched that lawyer, he put a lot of things into a really good light. It's actually right here, CLR Bruce Rivers. So listen, it's all allegations, but frankly, we're not talking about internet allegations. We're talking about the police, the Romanian police have arrested him. And let's be real here. Andrew Tate has two motivations, he said, for going to Romania. One, you could buy your way out of corruption. Two, you can, the Me Too movement isn't as prevalent, and yet he got hit with an arrest on a Me Too charge. I feel like in the country that doesn't seem to care, that his words don't seem to care as much about that movement, for them to arrest him, maybe they're onto something,
kind of think he deserves it on that one, but he came back, and here I am on break. But when I hear the war horn sound, boy, I answer that call. So let's take a look at this clip. Adin Ross gets right into it. Coming to hurt my feelings. Here it goes.
Podcast is literally like ass.
Ooh.
Like shit. Like I could make a podcast and it'd just be so much better. If me and Ant made a podcast.
Maybe he should. I don't know. Why not? This is gonna be so mindless and senseless and dumb.
That shit would fucking blow him out the water.
Not just Aiden, just this whole situation. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Bro, how you going to make a podcast when you're barely literate?
Damn, dude. That's
I don't know if you know this, but podcasts, they require a certain level of reading and research, or at least good ones.
That's not true. Let's be honest, bro. One of the funniest criticisms out there right now is that every man with a voice has a podcast in the manosphere. You know what I mean? Everybody can make a podcast. It's not just in one direction. It's not like every podcast out there is a super top tier, big brained, intelligent thing. It's a lot of people just talking. There's not a big buy-in to be a podcaster, which is a good thing. Everybody gets a voice, even if that voice is dumb, but it's not exactly the biggest buy-in. It's not that revered of a career. Maybe it used to be. I don't know.
So let's focus on getting that GED first before the for the podcast. But
nothing wrong with that, brother. I got a GED. I was a really good student in school, but I used to be on to take medication for my ADHD, and after it was really suppressing my as a person. So after I got off of it, I kind of just got off of it because I just felt like such a horrible person. I was on it for so many years, and then after I got off of it, I kind of went crazy and stopped going to school. So don't do that, guys. But that's one of the things where I'm I don't really know how I feel about young people on meds like that, because it can be, I don't know, man, it just really feels very suppressing for life and stuff. So
By all means, go ahead if you think you can.
Motherfucker has like a Quill podcast. I'm talking about that fat fuck L3L3. Fuck that.
Okay, first of all,
dude.
this accusation of fat fuck,
True, bro. Come on,
I
man.
take offense of. They're not going to be able to be saying that about me for very long, right? You know that the day is going to end soon.
Wow. What's Ethan doing, dude? I'm excited. Ethan's gonna lose some weight or something. Is that what he said? Me, I should as well. Let's be real, but good for Ethan, I guess, if he's telling the truth.
And I'm not one to make fun of someone's body, but listen, if somebody's going to call you fat, I mean, dude, you're looking a little fucking pudgy here. This is Adin Ross getting his head shaved in solidarity with Andrew Tate, the human trafficker, of course. Great guy to stand up for. Actually, I heard that Adin's doing a seance to contact the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein to...
Okay. I was like, I almost believed Ethan for a second. Okay, sorry.
wish him a happy new year, actually, because he thinks he's a great guy as well.
Well, listen, I understand the whole Andrew Tate thing. I don't know why he's bringing Epstein into this weird thing. It seems a little bit bizarre. I will say that there's like a slight pattern of Ethan like kind of calling people the old P word when he doesn't particularly care for them. It's a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie about that. Okay.
So here he is, and I'm just saying that it's a little flabby, bro. You could tighten that up before you call me fat. And for the record, how old are you? 21? When I was 21, I was looking tighter and nicer than that. Okay, I'm 37. I got kids and a wife. Let me see your fucking body when you're 37, boy. This guy did not just call me fat.
Yeah, he's
Well,
getting them,
get
guys.
it in now. Enjoy it while you can, because my ass about to be skinny.
That nigga, bro. Hey, if I see that nigga on the streets,
He's about to be top E, dude. Ethan Tate. You guys ready for that? He's gonna get ripped. Imagine though, like I know this sounds kind of messed up. Imagine Ethan like does actually lose weight, and then he's like, oh my, and he starts cheating on his wife because he feels like he can do better. Which, by the way, he can't. That's not an insult on his wife. I'm just saying, bro. That would be the ultimate irony, dude. He would actually become top E at that point. You know, that'd be crazy. Could you imagine Ethan as a red pill content creator? That'd be fucking nuts. That'd be interesting. What a spectacle.
I'm beating his ass.
Yo!
I see that nigga in the streets, I'm beating his ass. Fuck L3.
And shut up, bitch. You're not doing shit. You're going to beat my ass if you see me on the street. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're going to look the other way and pretend like you didn't see me. I saw this comment. Adin got Andrew Tate.
You guys would probably be like, hey, Aiden, hey, Ethan. You guys would probably be like friends on the street. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are all weirdos.
Tate's dick so far up his ass, he actually thinks he's a kickboxer.
Damn.
Okay? No, dude. You and your
That's
homies
crazy.
not doing shit. And try it, bro. I've been on the treadmill. I guarantee I run faster than you. Good. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea. Why don't you come assault me? Let's see.
Where does the troll start and end here? I mean, I'm sure Ethan is on a treadmill, but I doubt he's very fast.
How many of Adin Ross's close friends we can get into prison?
Nah, I didn't see the Andrew Tate lawyer video on Instagram. Send it to me. I don't know what it is.
That's right. He keeps the best company. What was the name? Tory Lanez just went to prison for like 15 years for shooting somebody. Of course, Andrew Tate is about to go to prison for about 15 years for human trafficking. So,
Maybe.
yeah, that sounds about right. Surround yourself with violent criminals, Adin Ross. That's the vibe. Pudgy ass fuck.
Ooh, yo!
Ethan's just riding that. I mean, Aiden's just getting that street cred, baby. Woo!
Yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. Yo, all right, you see it?
Such a cringe.
I'm genuinely confused. How do they always call my wife ugly? Like every time, and I talk about this all the time. They call me fat, and they call Hila ugly, and it's like...
Well, from what it sounds like, it's like Hila had nothing to do. So this all seemed to start from a podcast or a conversation between Hassan and Ethan on Hassan's stream, and Hila wasn't involved. That's my understanding. And so my thing is if Hila's not involved, Ethan Klein in the house. It seems to be what they're talking about. I'm not watching this hour or this. I don't know. It's not an hour. It's only 20 minutes, but I just don't care. It seems irrelevant. But they were on there for a while. I guess they talk. Here it is.
Literally,
they talked for like a long time about it. Blah 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 blah. That's fine. But my thing is that if Hila isn't involved, why are you insulting his? Why are you insulting her? You know what I mean? If she's saying the disparaging stuff, then like, okay, sure, like I get it. But at this point, you know, one of the things that bothers me, maybe I have a little bit of a regressive view on relationships and women sometimes, but like you don't talk about another man's wife. like real men won't talk about another man's wife. That's just kind of the reality. And it's interesting. They have Aiden Ross, who's in like this. He's very close to the manosphere, and like he shaved his head to be like top G. That's supposed to be what a man is, top G, and yet you can't follow basic principles of what it is to be a man, which is to not insult another man's wife. So I don't know. I always found it bizarre.
None of them know each other.
Again, like if she throws her hat in there and starts being insulting, then sure. But if she's not saying anything disparaging of you, whether she can criticize you all she wants, but if she's not saying anything like disparaging of you, you just shouldn't be going after this man's wife. It's just kind of a big old no-no. It's like such a no-brainer. People are fucking weird.
Right.
When it comes to Ethan, I don't give a shit. Like you can make fun of Ethan all you want, but outside of that,
isn't like some concerted effort to attack Hila. I just find it so interesting that they all have this idea that telling me that my significant other is ugly is like the biggest diss on me. I mean, you know what I mean? You want to call my wife ugly? You have zero wife. You don't have a significant other. Lonely ass bitch. The only people hang out with you are on payroll. And then the only guy who will be your daddy is Andrew Tate, who, by the way, is grooming you like one of his cam girls. Okay, I seen the gay porno.
Jesus Christ. I know that he's like half joking here. I just feel like these are, I don't know, these jokes I would delve into that area. And plus he's, we already know, I say it 100 times, but like people use jokes as like a vehicle to express how they really feel sometimes. So part of this is actually the way Ethan feels in some capacity.
You guys shot back in Romania when you flew all the way out there to visit daddy because he's not allowed in the United States because he's wanted for sex trafficking. That's right, bitch boy. I seen it. I seen when you sniffed his chair. Andrew Tate does not give a fuck about you. He's grooming you because he knows that your audience is a bunch of young, dumb fucking kids that are exactly his demographic for selling his trash.
You don't know if that's absolutely true, but I will say that the way that Andrew Tate carries himself, it suggests to me that he doesn't care about relationships and he really just cares about money. If you look back, at a lot of the way he has conversations, there was we watched the video of Andrew Tate kind of telling his early story and how he wanted money so bad he went and like gambled it. Right. And then he lost a bunch of money. And there was a point where he wanted to be on Big Brother really bad. And like, it's hard to communicate to people about Big Brother if you've never watched it, but it's like a weird show where like you're really desperate to be famous and be a character that people like outside of the show, so they'll vote for you to be like even if you lose, you still get like nice votes. You can get voted back in potentially depending on like the event, or you can get voted like special audience person, whatever. The audience can vote you in for that. It's crazy. And then you look at like the way that he engaged with his cam model business, where he takes advantage of these women. He described his relationship with the women on par with like street like prostitutes, and that's just a horribly physically and emotionally abusive scenario. And the way he talks about it even further is terrible. Talking to them as if they're assets. He talking in these ways that like he tries to get them to feel like they need him even if they don't. It's a lot of really shitty language. And, then with the way that he orchestrates his program, which is, guys, I'll give you a cut of my Hustlers University. It's as an affiliate program if you could recruit more people, which encourages people to make clips and this, that, and the other thing that put him in like the most base light to get a bunch of young boys to kind of get into his program. So I don't know. You couldn't say this for sure, but I don't think Andrew Tate cares at all about personal relationships. I don't think he cares. I don't think that he has the best intentions for people, in general. So, how old were those clips? They were decently old. I don't know, 5 years, but they still show motivation of him, like when he first started out. I just don't think he's a very genuine person, and he's a bad example of what it means to be a man. His whole advocation is disrespectful to women, and just kind of like really it's just terrible dog shit. It doesn't build strong relationships with a partner. As a man, you need to learn to be with a woman in like a long-term relationship and like emotionally bond with them, or you're going to be a completely miserable fuck when you get older. What video was that? Go look up the Bruce CLR video that I did a reaction on, or watch the video yourself, his video yourself or mine. Obviously his business is still open, but he might have changed business models. You're running a little too much defense for Andrew Tate right now. I don't think that somebody who's described their relationship with their webcam models as akin to prostitution is somebody who cares that much. I think you're giving him a little too much credit here. I think he's very motivational and his motivation content is productive. If I sat here and I said that men need to be men, and also I think black people are less than human, or I inferred it through my content of belittling women, talking to them like they're assets, talking about women as if they're prostitutes in my webcam business, lying to them constantly, glorifying a historical rapist like Genghis Khan, when, telling feminists that they should just fight harder when they have their basic human rights taken in Afghanistan. Do you think that, do you understand, even if there are some good things, the fact that he is so incredibly sexist to women? Like if there was a white person who did this to black people, you would be screaming racism. If a white person was a motivational speaker that spoke about black people the same way that Andrew Tate spoke about women, you would be like, oh, that's a racist person. But for some reason, like, we don't care that Andrew Tate talks about women like this. You stop saying that there's some motivational content. There's plenty of people that give motivational content that don't berate women. The only reason he's so popular is because people love his base takes. That's it. So, like, that's really what it comes down to. Very few people actually care about what he's saying from a motivational perspective. Maybe some do. Most of them don't. most of them like having like the fact that he points to women to blame for all the problems in the world. So if your advocacy group, whether it's progressive or conservative, is the foundation of it is on breaking down the group you perceive as the other group, rather than building up your own group, it's a bad group. It's very basic stuff, right? Andrew Tate's not a good example of a role model. Just keep that in mind as you are running defense for Andrew Tate. And I know that you're not coming from like a bad place when you're doing it, but you have to understand that you give him insane amounts of charitability, considering the horrible shit that he's talked about and done. And I think a lot of that is because people are afraid to speak against Andrew Tate in some spaces, especially more reasonably minded people are afraid to speak out against Andrew Tate. Because obviously, if you're just like a progressive, you can shit on Andrew Tate all you want. I don't think he's done that. You're just wrong. I don't know what to tell you, brother. At the end of the day, he constantly shits on women. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. At the end of the day, when you're a more reasonably minded person, like you'll get more hate for saying Andrew Tate bad. It's bizarre, but he's not a good person, man. You need to look at better father figures than anything else. Somebody that is routinely disrespecting women isn't somebody you should be looking up to or running defense for. And like a few years from now, you're gonna look back and go, "Fuck, I really did fuck up." Right? So you got to get your shit together a little bit.
Easy money is what you are. You're a mark. This is why I'm here. I live for this shit, Adin. Here is Adin Ross on the Nelk podcast defending Andrew Tate. You know, in one of the reports, it said that Andrew Tate had some of his girls, quote unquote, they had the tattoo on their bodies, I love Andrew Tate or I belong to Andrew Tate. That's all in the news. That's all what's being reported. Well, he kind of did that to Adin with the bald head, right? I mean, if anything, that's kind of like he's expressing ownership over you, Adin. I'm sorry, but what's more beta? Okay. Peace and love, dude.
Your experience meeting him. When I met him, bro, he took me in, open arms, me and my whole entire crew, like literally all of us. And
well, yeah, of course, because you have a really big influence that he could utilize. I mean, that's why he took you in. Massive motivator for it, and you're young and you're susceptible to all this bullshit ignorance, and for you were down for it because it got you money too. You were able to put them on your podcast, or excuse me, on your Twitch channel, and it's like, oh my god, look at this, and blah blah blah. Well, there's this mutually beneficial kind of a thing there for you guys, but that benefit wasn't any idea, like, it doesn't mean that it's a good ideology to operate with.
And we would talk like basically off camera for hours and hours and hours about real shit, just real motivational life shit.
Wow.
No way, you talked to Andrew Tate off camera. You mean he groomed you, bitch?
Point where you maybe can't fuck with him anymore?
Man, that's like a really good question to ask.
Ethan should really just reel it in with some of these statements, whether he thinks they're jokes or not, because it ends up devastating his credibility when it comes to like any outside audience. Right, like if somebody else is watching me, they might be a little more open to what I'm saying, even if they disagree with me. But when Ethan talks the way he does, he's pretty much ostracizing any chance of anybody outside of his own audience thinking that like he's right, you know.
Ask, because it's like,
is that hard? How about if he goes to jail for 15 years for human trafficking, which is what's going to happen?
I don't know I don't even know what's gonna happen to him, bro. Like I don't
Look up Andrew Tate victim speaks out. I already watched that video. I reacted to it, and then Vice literally like copyright struck my stream, and I couldn't talk about it anymore. Like they hit me hard, so it's not really much I could do about it.
I don't know like how
we gotta wait and see too.
You gotta wait and see.
Because like you can't just. I mean, the internet's so fucked now. You really can't believe anything. We just gotta wait and see what happens.
So I don't know.
So listen, man. This is something that people should understand.
I don't know I don't even know what's gonna happen to him, bro. Like I don't.
So this is something people should really have to understand. And first of all, okay. So accusations on the internet are different from actual like police accusations, right? The police probably aren't going to get involved at the low standard that people on the internet are going to get involved. When it comes to the online, you should be incredibly apprehensive about information that comes out, especially when it's like hard to verify or even impossible to verify. And I totally understand that. But we're talking about like it's a tremendous red flag for the police to have arrested him or detained him twice on this now. It's not the same as like somebody on the internet just like reporting some kind of like ridiculous thing. We're talking about an arrest. Now, do you have to think he's guilty? No, of course not. You want to wait for the information. But it is based on what he said, the way that he talks about women and the accusations against him, you should at least be like, this is a red flag. And you shouldn't want to engage with him based off of that. You don't have to think that he's guilty, but like it's, these accusations are intense.
I don't know like how
we gotta wait and see too.
You gotta wait and see.
Because like you can't just. I mean, the internet's so fucked now. You really can't believe anything. We just gotta wait and see what happens.
So I don't know if you guys. I did a pod with H.
I talked about this with Hassan, but Bradley Martin comes out big right here, bro. He comes out with some legit receipts, and he gets totally dismissed by the Nelk boys. And you can see the level of research that goes on here. But let's enjoy Bradley being a king here.
Sure, yesterday, right? But I have a question about this. Like, have you ever looked at his website where he was talking about what like prior to? I don't know the other stuff he was selling, but he was.
Yep. There's a really, and it's all part of like, a greater picture. There's this really fucked up thing where he makes this argument that like, in order to do this business, you have to get the women to fall in love with you and then basically have them do webcam stuff. It's just like, it comes off as some potential form of like some kind of potential grooming. It's really weird the way that he talks about it. I'm assuming that's what he's about to bring up.
On his website talking about his process of getting women for the cam girl thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys know if that is true? Have you seen these?
What
like,
was the process that you saw?
I don't. Again, like this is just stuff that I seen, and this is devil's advocate now at this point because the whole thing that I'm trying to see is like.
I feel bad for Bradley.
Bradley's a little afraid.
I think I actually got through to him.
Bradley's a little afraid here. You see, he's trying to be a little reasonably minded here, and he's like, I don't play devil's advocate. You know what I mean? He's a little scared, a little kooky, a little afraid.
And he's trying to do the right thing, but he knows he's in kind of like a pit of vipers here. Nobody wants to hear this shit. The boys don't want to hear this. The audience don't want to hear this. And they're just going to see him as like a snake for actually trying to bring a legitimate research point to the table. You can even see in the comments. Watch this shit. Make me fucking furious. Hold on. Look at this comment with like 19 likes. Like this is a well-received comment. Brad looks two-faced. Rare W for Stein. So he's this little bitch boy who you'll see stand up for sticking up for Tate. Horrible example by Brad. Shut the fuck up, dude. Y'all really believe that?
If he's actually convicted for sex trafficking, like it's fucked. It's going to be a really bad thing.
Of course.
So
I heard it was money laundering though.
That's what I heard too. But then somebody.
But who knows, bro?
So there's potentially a money laundering aspect, but this is the problem with the way that people interpret information. So based on this is the problem, and it's very clear here. That Adin has done zero effort to look into any accusations against Andrew Tate. He's staying away from it intentionally. Right? He's staying away from it intentionally. Can't see the video. Okay. Well, that should be fine. Can you see now?
Y'all are such.
Can you see it now or no? He's clearly staying away from what's happening with Andrew Tate. If you look at what's going on, one of the things. Pause here. Nothing's black. The screen isn't black. Oh, I hate you guys so much. One of the things where it's not even the whole screen, it's just this because it's paused. One of the things that's going on is that Andrew Tate was on record saying that he likes to use Bitcoin instead of actual like physical currency or like credit cards or anything because it makes it a lot easier for him to not pay taxes. And then what he does is that when he still tells the girls he's paying taxes so he can pocket more of the money, right? That's part of what the situation that's going on. So yeah,
idiots. The only place I've heard it's money laundering is from you fucking bozos.
And then again, I thought he got released. It's just so much fake news.
So yeah.
Well, I don't know about money laundering, but I'm talking specifically about. Here we go. I found it for you guys. This way, you guys can't cry when I bring this up. My job was to get women to fall in love with me. Literally, that was my job. My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, test if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me, so where she'd do anything that I would say, and then get her on webcam so we could become richer. Whether you agree or disagree with what I did, with their loyalty, submission, and love for me doesn't matter. You cannot reject the results, and the results are simple. My girlfriends would do more for me than 99% of men's wives would do for them. So clearly that is, at the very least, another red flag. On top of the fact that Andrew Tate's on record saying that he feels you have to have sex with all the women that you do the webcam with to know if they're good quality and to make them fall in love with you first and have whatever weird fucking attachment. It's crazy. That was from the content creator named The Mimi in her video, Worst Alpha Male YouTuber Has Been Arrested. And this was from 7 months ago. So
this is the thing. I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently Tate had a website in which he wrote out like what he was doing.
Yep.
Like, and it was, I think it was almost like a self-help version to like teach guys how to almost in a sense get girls. And again, I can't say this is 100% true because I didn't see the website myself, but I'm looking at these screenshots and there's this thing that says my job was to get women to fall in love with me. Like this is a screenshot from a website. I don't know if this was his website. He said, literally, that was my job. My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, test if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me to where she do anything.
Also, this is a little bit sussy here, too. I've been running a webcam studio for nearly a decade. I've had over 75 girls work for me, and my business model is different than 99% of webcam studio owners. Over 50% of my employees were actually my girlfriends at the time, and of all my girlfriends, none of them were in the adult entertainment industry before me. That sounds really suspicious. There's just too many red flags for people to be like, who cares, you know?
Anything I'd say and then get her on webcam so we could be rich together. Whether you agree or disagree with what I did, their loyalty, submission, and love for me doesn't matter. You cannot reject the results, and the results are simple. My girlfriends would do more for me than 99% of men's wives would do for them. So I don't know if this was on his actual...
Bradley's a little bit afraid to talk to these. I understand it. Bro, that's the Andrew Tate effect. He's got so many loyal followers that, like, if you speak out against him, people will have, like, a meltdown. It's crazy.
Well, real quick, what's...
It's archived, right? Like, this is 100% bona fide real. It's on his website. It's archived.
It's not anymore, but it absolutely was on his website. And this is the stuff that I just read now.
It's like, this was his course he was selling.
That's the biggest thing is he removed the first passage I read to you about how he would get the girls to fall in love with him and blah, 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 blah. He removed that. He ended up removing that. And that's something that you should all be very apprehensive about. Why would he be hiding that? Right? You see how, like, he's very clearly there's something suspicious going on that he felt the need to remove that from his website.
Well, real quick, what's wrong with that at their legal age?
And again, here's kind of the common denominator. You got to lay off the happy dad or something. You don't have many brain cells left, bro. This is stymie.
Well, we need like an explanation. The problem with that is that it is language that suggests that Andrew Tate like forces women in some capacity, whether it's active force or like some kind of coercion, or in some capacity into becoming webcam models for him. Like, it's weird to hear somebody say, and it sounds like potentially predatory to say that, like, I get girls to fall in love with me, I have sex with them, and then I make them become webcam models, and they've never done any adult entertainment before. It's like, that doesn't add up from a normal logical process. That would never work. There's something wrong with it. Like, it doesn't, and with everything else, the way that he talks about women, all the other things that I've said here, it sounds incredibly suspicious and potentially, like, a potentially forceful situation. I mean, just watch what Andrew Tate talks about the women, how he tries to make them feel like they need him so they can't escape. It's really weird the way that he talks about shit. It's like it's a huge red flag.
What's wrong with coercing women, telling them you're in love with them, making them lose cross country, coerce them into cam girl work? What's wrong with that?
The problem is that, like, the way that Andrew Tate talks about this situation, you could almost call it a dog whistle. Because different people are going to interpret that differently. If you're older and you can read between the lines, you're going to be like, that just sounds incredibly suspicious. But if you're young and kind of ignorant, you're not going to really interpret it that way. You're going to be like, whoa, that doesn't sound like a big deal. He's just getting girls to fall in love with him and do this. It's like, but that does not how love works. Nobody just falls in love with somebody and will start being a prostitute for them, basically. It doesn't make any sense. There's clearly something else going on. It's disconnected from reality.
Couldn't possibly think of anything. Oh, and by the way,
plus with all the with the accusations, but the charges of sex trafficking. I mean, there's obviously, in my opinion, more going on here that we're not being led on to by Tate.
In the stories about the human trafficking, this lover boy technique that Tate used, he would talk to girls a lot, kind of like how he flirts with Adin Ross, convince them that he wanted them to move there and marry him and be in like a serious committed relationship with him. So
I don't know about the marrying part. I've never heard that before. I would need to see a little bit more on that. But okay.
So they came there under the pretense of like, oh, we're together, we're gonna get married, we're gonna have a life together, and then he goes, get to work, get to work in the cam.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. What I do know is that at the beginning of Andrew Tate's business, he got at the beginning of his business, he brought like 5 of his girlfriends to Romania to start doing this whole thing, and none of them knew about each other. And then once they were there, it was just like a really bizarre situation where they didn't really understand what was going on. And like I think 3 of them left, 2 of them stayed, then 1 eventually left afterwards. And so it's possible that he's not telling these girls that he's or he's not telling them his true intentions. But I don't know exactly where he got this narrative from. I can't really speak to that specifically.
And there's armed guards outside. So what the fuck's wrong with that, dude?
Okay, so that's the thing. So I was looking into this last night, and like I don't know enough about sex trafficking. I don't know enough about this to even speak on as like a professional. I'm not in that like realm. But apparently, it's a type of sex trafficking called like lover boy, whereas like you get girls, you convince them to want to work with you.
You do know a lot about this, though.
Yeah, I was looking into it last night.
Yeah, so Kyle, of course, is like, bro, you did research for this podcast. Like, are you fucking gay or something? You read about human trafficking when you knew you were coming in to have a conversation literally about it?
A lot about this, though.
You know the deal, Bradley. No research, no planning. This is the Full Send podcast. Can you imagine criticizing your co-host for doing fucking research? What are you, fucking some kind of dork?
You know a lot about this, though. You know a lot of...
Lover boys, or Romeo pimps, are human traffickers who usually operate by trying to make young girls or boys fall in love with them. Sometimes they manipulate young people in other ways. Once they have victims under their influence, they exploit them. For instance, in the sex industry. Loverboy methods changing due to internet and social media. Traditionally, a loverboy seduces young, vulnerable girls and boys over a lengthy period of time in order to exploit them sexually later on. This practice is being used less and less. Nowadays, loverboys must resort more quickly and frequently to threatening their victims and using blackmail and violence. The internet and social media are playing an increasing role in this phenomenon. For instance, social media provide loverboys with much great scope, for establishing contact with victims and gathering information about vulnerable boys and girls. This makes it easier for them to force their young victims into the sex industry. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, wow, that's like it's an actual thing on a government website, I guess. Well, is this a government website? I don't know what .nl means, but okay. Wow, incredible.
About this, though.
Who edited this for Ethan?
Apparently, it is a form of sex trafficking, which is like you're getting a girl to fall in love with you. And if all I'm saying is if what he put on his website right there,
which he did,
is actually true, then like it's
a
admission. It's self-admission.
Yes, thank you, Wadley.
It's at least, if that was it by itself, I could see you dismissing it. But that's just a greater part of like a consistent like narrative that puts Andrew Tate not in a poor light, in the light he deserves to be put in.
Wadley Wharton,
like doing that.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough, but
yeah, no, I mean obviously
you don't think
it's not enough by itself, but there's a ton of information. It's not just that. So much more. But okay.
Enough. Well, I mean, who the fuck are you even, dude? Dumbass. Did you guys know that stymie means to prevent or hinder the progress of, which is kind of interesting because I mean his development has been stymied. I mean, all these guys have stymied development. They're all stuck at 12 years old. So stymie.
Oh yeah,
we just don't know. The internet is so weird, bro. Like you just literally have no idea what's going on. Like I literally thought he was released at one point. You know, they're saying like you said money laundering. We just gotta wait and see, bro.
Yeah.
It's such a weird.
Well, he's in jail for 30 days. All of his cars have been impounded, and they're going to be sold to pay off the victims and pay for the cost of the investigation. So, I mean, how long are we waiting to see, right? At what point have we seen? I don't know.
Let's talk about your trip in Dubai, too. Because I got to tell you, bro, that your stream with Tate I watched the whole thing, was probably the funniest stream I've ever seen.
You and Tate are very funny
It's
together.
insane, bro. It's hilarious.
It's a fucking funny
I love
how they go. Andrew Tate, who probably, let's say, there's a chance he committed human trafficking. But anyway, he's so funny. He's such a good guy. Let's forget about all that and focus on this guy is so dope.
The dynamic duo we have, the chemistry is great, bro. It's just, you know, when you see that, it's just, I talked to him, I talked to him a lot when there was no cameras on, you know, through.
Dude, he's smitten. This man is straight up got lover boy groomed by.
I mean, well, maybe. Keep going with this whole grooming thing. Jesus Christ. Maybe. I don't know, man. He's certainly enthralled with Andrew Tate in a way that's probably not healthy for him as a person. Sure.
Andrew Tate. Look at this guy. He's fully convinced that when Andrew gets out, they're going to get married. Or like Andrew's going to officially adopt him, right? And he can be Adin Tate or some shit.
We text and stuff and
That'd
call.
Very beautiful.
Like I said, that's I had a genuine bond and friendship with him, and people really like don't understand that like this all happening actually like affects me because it's like that's my friend.
Yeah, imagine the girls. Imagine how that affects them.
I talk to him on a daily basis. Like, hey, bro, like.
Well, that's one of the aspects of sexual assault culture is to be way too forgiving on a friend of yours, and to take their side over anything else. And I understand, like, your friends, you're gonna have a bias towards your friend. I get it in general. But I mean, when it comes to this, man, like the problem is that Adin is actively making videos that he's like, I'm sad for my friend, blah, blah, blah. And he's running defense for Andrew Tate from like a moral or emotional perspective. It's not like you're like, I want to stay out of this because I don't know what's going on. But he's actively talking about it in a way as if Andrew Tate is like innocent. That's how it comes off. You're still associating with him in such like an insane capacity. You know, you're not even being like a little bit apprehensive about it, and that's the biggest problem.
I'm in a slump right now. Like, how do I get out of bed today? Like, I don't feel good. Like mentally, he's like you just tell me advice. Like, yo, you need to get the fuck out of your bed. Like, you laying there is not gonna do anything. You know what I mean?
That is incredible advice, by the way. Like, you know, Adin.
It's good advice if people need that kind of motivation, but like, it's not the most profound motivation. You know, if you need another man to do that for you, then like, you know, maybe it's time for you to try to look into, you know, start figuring out how to build relationships with like a partner instead of having a guy tell you very obvious advice. It's good advice. Get out of bed. Sometimes you just have to get out of bed. You know, sometimes you'll have this weird feeling where, you know, you felt like you got up and you did some work and then you just want a little bit of relaxation time before going back to doing work or doing something productive. You don't need that relaxation time. If you get up and you do work for a couple hours and you're like, I just want to be on my phone for like just 10 minutes, that turns into 20, turns into 30, 40, 50, you know, obviously that's by like that advice is not super profound. On top of it, it's not worth the sacrifice of all like the horrible bullshit rhetoric that comes out of his fucking mouth. So
Ross wants to act like he knows anything about the world. Check this shit out.
Motherfuckers in the world will never get the chance to buy Bugatti.
Right.
100%.
You're right.
No, what were you saying though? You were saying some good shit though.
Okay, so the average salary is what, like $100,000?
no, it's like 52,000. I think 100,000 is like top 3%. I could be wrong about that. At least in America, or maybe it's in the world. I don't know.
What?
Did you just hear this motherfucker?
I think the average salary is like 52,000. Am I right about that?
What's the average salary?
Bro, probably like what, 20, 30K, bro?
No way.
Yeah, so I mean,
it depends on where you are in the world. Like average the salary is pretty easy to look up. It's 54,132 a year. That's somewhat close. Average world salary is I don't know if they do it over a global what? The average annual salary in the globally is $86,000. I just don't believe that. That's fucking ridiculous. I guess the median salary would be better. But what? National average income. The national average U.S. income in 2021 was $97,000. There's no way that that's true. What? What are these statistics based off of? I have no idea. Either way, the statistics are around 54,000.
This guy has no concept of hard work or money or anything.
Yeah, he's a young kid that got famous.
$100,000? I mean, come on, bro.
It's a good wage.
Can you really be that fucking dumb? Yes. And sheltered? Yes. Hey, guys, tell me this. Would you rather be fat? Which you can change, right? You can change being fat.
Not true, I guess.
Or would you rather be incurably fucking dumb, dude? Why?
Listen, I disagree with Adin, but he's also like a kid. So, you know, I think that... I would rather be fat than incurably dumb, but I don't think Aiden's incurably dumb. I'm just saying.
You ever seen a dumber person in your life? Watch this.
What does a fascist mean?
And just remember, this guy says he's going to make a better podcast than me.
It means you are a far right authorization ultranationalist. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think he's just I think he's playing up. He's probably ignorant and playing up a character at the same time because he's like the dumb, goofy fucking white kid in his sphere. That's his whole shtick.
Ultra analyst, political ideology movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy,
He's 22, but he probably whenever he got famous is when he stopped evolving as a person. So
militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck a fascism is. I don't know what the fuck that is.
All right. There's Adin Ross, who is going to have a better podcast than me, clearly.
Ethan used to be cool as shit, but he just got weird.
This is another funny thing. This is Adin Ross, the Fallen fan. You know what it is. We've seen it 1,000 times.
Ethan used to be cool as shit, but he just got weird. I don't know. He just got too weird. I don't know.
He got fat, and his wife's ugly. And then I realized he's not funny anymore. Yeah. Anyway, honestly, I'm not mad at all. I just thought it was a good opportunity to make some content. And by the way, these comments on the subreddit were so funny. I'll be honest. I mean, by the way, I was talking mad shit about him on Hassan's stream, so obviously he's entitled to, shit on me, and that's fine. I mean, obviously what he says is horrible, and he's totally wrong, by the way. But check this shit out. They go, I can feel the Ethan Klein channel notification. Boy, you know it. I can feel the Ethan Klein channel video coming. Y'all know what it is, baby. So that, I'm just taking the best of it. Honestly, Aiden's a fucking idiot, and hopefully he's going to have to deal with the repercussions of having played defense for a violent, sex trafficking, misogynistic freak. But honestly, I don't hate him, man. I'm just having fun. I don't really give a fuck. He's totally entitled to make fun of me. Your homie really shouldn't be threatening violence, though. Like, look, come on. And if you want, you can email me, and I'll send him a picture of my gaping fucking prolapse. That's the ultimate alpha move, bro. Y'all want to prove your dominance? Send me a picture of your prolapsed anus, you fucking pussy. Incredible. You wouldn't. I will. Send me your email, bitch. I'll prolapse on your homie's face, bro. He didn't even know. I got ass meat for days, y'all. Y'all was listening to Hunger FF talking on another show, and he says he doesn't use public restrooms because sometimes if he takes a dump in public, his ass meat will touch the water in the toilet bowl.
All right. What is this?
Oh, y'all. That's what being an alpha is. Y'all don't even know shit about being a man.
Well, I certainly don't know that. Okay, let's watch the next video here. This is this is like Ethan's reaction to Adin reacting to Ethan. So let's just watch that instead of just Aiden's reaction, because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Threaten my life and
we're about to hit the reactception here, guys. So you ready for like
hold my
3 different reactions? Incredible stuff.
Adin Ross, who threatened my life and called my wife a hog, said he's coming to my house to kill my dogs.
Well, he did. I guess. Well, I don't know if he threatened his life. I guess he threatened to fight him or something, or beat him up on the street. What did he say? On site? Yeah, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. You know what? Adin Ross today responded to the video I posted entitled "Adin Ross attacked my wife and threatened me." You know what? Let's watch this and let's see how did Adin respond to my at times over the top criticism, obviously. But
okay.
Let's take a look. Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. Here it is. And just
exciting
to make things as interesting as possible, we're going to have like 10 picture-in-pictures, which is, I love when this happens. Check this shit out. So we've got Adin here, as you can see, and then me here. This is old me, and then here in the bottom right, this is new me.
We're not watching this whole 20 minutes, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, we're not.
He can't watch 20 minutes? Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. Fuck. Seems a little weird.
Not putting on 2XP. We're not watching it, bro. No, I don't care, bro. We're not watching it, bro. He's almost as fat as you. Leave me alone. Difference.
Yeah, by the way.
It's coming off a little lighthearted overall so far. Okay. Cool.
The fat insult he leveled at me definitely backfired. Just saying.
Difference. I'm not going to give you guys the Adin content you usually would expect out of me. Because if I did, you would not be able to see that I'm growing as a human being and I'm growing as an individual.
Oh, come on. I want that. I want the usual Adin content. Come on, bro.
Okay. All right.
Don't go and become too nice of a guy. Nobody's going to watch you anymore.
I'm gonna watch this video and I'm gonna tell you guys my reaction after I'm watching it.
Insulted by potentially the dumbest person alive, and my wife was called ugly. I was called fat. No surprises, but the insults
I'm fat too.
Came from, you've heard the expression, don't throw stones if you're in a glass house. This glass house happens to be by the name of Adin Ross. He has come for me. Now, admittedly, I did go.
You want me to add more like picture-in-picture angles? Would it be better if I like just kind of did this? If I just did like one of these? And like Maybe did that. Maybe I'll just do like one of these.
Pretty hard on him on Hassan's stream.
Thank you for admitting
but
that.
He is. Yeah, I acknowledge that. I was like, what?
So we got 1, 2. So I'm reacting to a reaction of a reaction of this is another reaction, kind of. So we're kind of like really meta here. This is fucking awesome right now. This is the thumbnail, by the way. Like, I'm not even gonna do any effort. This is gonna be the entire thumbnail. This part of the video, it's just gonna be this, the mega react. This is the thumbnail, guys. This is the. I can take it a step further if you want me to. Here's what we could do. Check this out. I can probably take this.
Mercy super chatted $10. Loving that meta screen on screen on screen on screen react. Keep up the hard reacting work. Truly art.
All right, let's get this out of here. This is insane. All right. Get back to normal.
Hey.
On myself.
Hey, if you thought that was bad, wait till you see the podcast that came out. So just to warn you, I don't think it's coming out till tomorrow. Defending a...
but thank you so much for the $10, Mercy. As like even on just get hard reaction work, guys. This is just the hard work you got to put in if you want to be popular and
known human trafficker and R-word is so
or not popular. So
I kind of think he does.
Wait, a what wordist?
Known human trafficker and R-word is so I kind of think he deserves it on that one. But he came back, and here I am on break. But when I hear the war horn sound, boy, you know I answer that call. So let's take a look at this clip. Aiden Ross gets right into it.
Oh, hold on. Let me move my
camera. I'm going to add a picture of Moist Critical on top. Sure, why not? I'll do that.
I'm just going to move it to the bottom right. Or not bottom right, but over here.
Okay. Because if you move it there, I got to move it here. To hurt my feelings. Yeah, I got to move it here.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Ass.
Yes, bro. We got 4 pictures and pictures. This rules. Old Aiden, new Aiden, old me, new me. Let's go, dude. I love this.
I can make a podcast and it's so much better. If me and Ant made a podcast, that shit would fucking blow him out the water.
Bro, how you going to make a podcast when you're like... I'm sorry, dude. This is barely... I'm looking at the preview of the 4 pictures and pictures.
Dr. Battery
like
super chatted $6.88. Good morning. My wife gave me my allowance.
Beautiful. Incredible. And my wife gave me my allowance too. My wife's boyfriend let me have an allowance as well. So pretty cool stuff. Thank you so much, brother.
Watchable, bro. But this is Twitch. This is what it is, right? This rules. Should I zoom on Aiden? This is just what it is, guys. Enjoy it.
Hey, listen, this is the future of content, by the way. It's just all reactions, okay? Nobody's going to make any content anymore. And you know what? You can complain about it, but that's what people want. They want a friend. Everybody's a loser now, all right? Myself included. So now they want to watch. It's like basically watching a video with a buddy of yours that's pausing it constantly and giving you their input. But, you know, it's almost endearing in a sense.
So it's even harder to watch. It's awesome. And research, or at least good ones.
Oh, the Julie Rose one, you're right.
So let's focus on getting that GED first before the podcast.
I actually have a diploma. I graduated with, I think, like a 2.0 GPA or some shit like that. No, I'm kidding. I graduated with 3.0.
I love that even in his joke, he only graduated with a 2.0 GPA. He can't even have a fail.
Well, that would be part of the joke. It would be to play up that he's a little bit of a silly goose. That's like his character is kind of acting stupid.
In a scene where he graduated with a decent grade.
2 GPA, bro. I was very good at school. I failed maybe 2 classes. I made up for it. I graduated. I did.
Yes, but by all means, go ahead if you think. I don't believe it, man. If you graduated high school, I mean, Aiden Ross is the poster boy for our failed education systems. I think you can.
Motherfucker's like a Quill podcast. I'm talking about that fat fuck L3. Fuck it.
Okay, first of all, this accusation of fat fuck.
I know. I'm fat too.
I take offense of.
No.
They're not. He owns it. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And by the way, you're not that fat. You look good, bro. You're not. It's not that bad. I mean, listen, my situation is a lot worse than yours.
Okay.
You're skinny king, bro. You'll be able to be saying that about me for very long, right? You know that the day is going to end soon.
You gonna be in the gym?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And I'm not one to make fun of someone's body. 20, 30 pounds down, little man. But
Yo!
somebody's going to call you fat.
Yo!
I mean, dude, you're looking a little fucking pudgy here.
Yo! See, that means you do watch the Andrew Tate, Adin Ross streams.
Just because he wants to lose weight doesn't mean that it's motivated by Andrew Tate, but okay, sure.
Well, no, it means I actually prepare and do a little bit of research before I make videos. But I know that's kind of a crazy concept in your world. But no, I do. Listen, I think you're funny. I've never denied that. You know what I mean?
Because how do you know to call me pudgy? He watches. Look, this is why H3H3 still got it, bro. I remember I used to watch H3H3 shit. So, bro, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You still got it in you, bro. You still watch the dark humor. You do.
Adin Ross says I still got it. I guess it's true.
Watch the dark.
Interesting.
Dark humor. You do, bro.
I don't know if this is dark humor. I mean, dumb humor, more like it. No, but for real, I don't watch your content. I'm just being real, but I do think you're funny.
You do.
No, I don't.
This is
Adin Ross getting. But I don't watch much content. You know, I'm busy. I work a lot. I don't have much time to watch long form content. Hate the human trafficker, of course. Great guy to stand up for. Actually, I heard that Adin's doing a seance to contact the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein to wish him a happy new year. Actually,
what does that even mean? Can actually somebody tell me what that means?
I'll explain it. I watched this. He has a hard time. Jeffrey Epstein is a human trafficker. Actually, a really prolific one. Prolific means he's really good at it, and he's done it a lot.
Yeah.
I'll define big words as I use them for you. And so basically, Andrew Tate is like a diet version of Jeffrey Epstein. It's not for trying. I think Andrew Tate was well on his way to having an island where he does human sacrifices and all that kind of stuff. But basically what I'm saying is that you're a simp for human traffickers. That's the joke I'm making.
I actually, no, I'm not even joking. Does anyone know what the hell that just meant? I don't understand what that meant. What did that mean?
Oh, and a seance, by the way, it's a ritual that like witches do to contact the dead. I know, it's crazy.
Learning a lot today, huh?
It's like that scene from Beetlejuice, remember? De la come and you wanna... Maybe that's too old for you to... Just Google seance.
What does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
He thinks he's a great guy as well.
Huh?
So here he is,
I don't think Jeffrey Epstein's a great guy.
Well, you damn well are pretty much near doing it, because Andrew Tate's basically the same fucking guy, and that's the point I'm trying to make, Adin. I don't think you're a bad guy. But
probably not that bad. I feel like it's a little bit of an exaggeration to compare to Jeffrey Epstein. I don't think that we need to go that far, but yeah, he doesn't seem to be very good.
We got to get to the bottom of this Andrew Tate simping. This is what I'm trying to get through to you. And you are savable, right? I think you're a good guy, and I think you want to be this good guy 2023, right? I'll go 2023 with you. But we got to have a conversation about Andrew Tate. And I'm just saying that it's a little flabby, bro. You could tighten.
I know, you are right. I ain't gonna lie, yes. Me calling you fat is like that one Spider-Man meme where he points his finger and he points his finger.
That's good. You're right on. And but no, I'm fatter, bro. You're skinny king. You're right there. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna body shame you, but your nipples are hairier than mine. I don't know if that means anything. I just kind of noticed it. But no, you're skinny king, bro. Don't worry about what I said.
I agree. So Ethan, I challenge you to a weight loss journey. Let's both see what we can do. Let's get in the gym and let's motivate each other by losing weight. All right?
I'm down. I'm totally down. And I love this. Adin Ross, he's reaching across the aisle. And I love this is what it's all about, right? So Adin, I accept your challenge. I got to say, I think you're at a little bit of a disadvantage because I have like 100 pounds to lose. And you have what? Like maybe 10? I don't know. You're skinny, bro. You're a king. Come on. We're going to make a king out of you. Trust me.
I won't call you fat. You're right.
I'm going to turn Adin Ross into a woke king. You're going to be coming out talking about systematic racism. We're going to dye his hair blue. You know what I noticed about Adin? It's like any father figure, older male who's nice to him, he really latches on. And this is why
Jesus Christ. That's a little bit of a read there. That's a little rude. Maybe that is true. Because he does seem to have that similar dynamic with Andrew Tate, Ethan Klein. Well, I guess Ethan here, even here, he's a little bit, you know, what word would I use? He's not really sticking to his guns. I mean, he's not really like the energy is totally different from like the performative energy he had on his stream before. But yeah, with Hassan, yeah, I guess he kind of is like that. It's a little bizarre.
Hypothesize that he might have daddy issues when I was on Hassan's stream, because when he called into our show a while ago, he was really upset by the fact that I might not like him. He kept being like, so you like me, right? You like me, right?
I don't know how you feel about me now.
But how do you feel about me? How do you like me? How much you like me 1 through 10? What would you say you like me 1 through 10 now that we personally talk? You don't like me, but I'm just saying like how much you like me now.
And I think he really seeks the approval of older men. And I think Andrew Tate, like, genuinely...
This is a weird way to say this. Of older men. What the fuck? Okay.
He really was exploiting that. And Andrew Tate knows how to exploit that because he's a psychopath. But I will be the father figure that you always dreamed of having. You know what I mean? I will teach you what it means to be a man. And we can go prolapse to prolapse at the end of the day, which is where true friendship is born, right where the prolapses touch. It's a singularity there.
Bizarre, but okay.
And for the record, how old are you? 21? When I was 21, I was looking tighter and nicer than that. Okay, I'm 37. I got.
Damn, you're pushing 40.
Let me see your fucking body when you're. Just shut up, dude. Shut the fuck up. I know I'm old. Okay. Bro, why everyone got it? Now this is the new thing. Oh, Ethan's old. What's next? He's gonna be talking about I'm 42 years old. Bro, I'm not that old. 37 is the new 50s. Or I mean, no, 37 is the new 20, bitch. 37, boy.
Why you call me boy?
This guy did not just call me. You just said I'm 40. Fat. Well, get it in now. Enjoy it while you can, because my ass about to be skinny.
I hope you do, bro. I want you to get skinny. I want you to become the best version of yourself, Ethan. It's 2023. I really want you to get in the gym and show your viewers that, like, hey, I'm Ethan Klein. I'm a 37-year-old fat ass, and I can really get skinny. Because look, I'm Aiden Ross, and I'm a 22-year-old fat ass, and I'm gonna get skinny. That's the type of vibe we both gotta be on. You know what I'm saying?
I love the attitude, right? Self-improvement is so important, and you're never too old to improve. I have a little bit of a criticism with Aiden Ross's, and it seems to be a lot of people in his sphere now. They think that self-improvement is and means exclusively going to the gym. I mean, health is important, right? And looking good is great for many reasons. It gives you self-esteem. You feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? But like in terms of self-improvement, Aiden, there's many other factors. I would even say that are more important than exercising. If you,
he's maybe arguably sure. I mean, it's a good point. It's not just about losing weight or, I mean, you should get healthy, but it's also about a lot of other things like educating yourself and, you know, learning to control yourself, your emotions, and keep on a pretty straight path. I think a lot of people have been going through the whole keeping their emotions in check thing, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
You can believe it or not, but I'm down to get jacked with you. In fact, I'll read you some books.
Oh, you want to jack them off?
You can get in bed with me. I'll read you some books like Daddy.
Oh, incredible.
You know what I mean? We can go fishing together. I can show you how to clear Elden Ring on New Game Plus 9. It's just my knowledge is boundless.
Wow.
And as an extra bonus, I'm not in prison. You know, it's kind of a vibe.
Okay.
What's up, bro? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. All right. Going outside, all right?
Listen, want me to go pick you shower?
Yo, Snaggy, what the fuck?
You know what I noticed, Aiden Ross? This is his joke. He always goes, dude! Or he goes, what the fuck? That's his thing because, yeah, and it's funny. I like it. It's a good shtick. Dude! What the fuck? I'm gonna start hitting those. Those are good. I like that.
I'm from the store, bro. You tripping. Lame ass nigga. Oh, you like my shoes?
You got Yeezy? Really, bro?
Dude, his homies are rocking Yeezys. All right, problematic.
Oh,
come on, you're Jewish, Aiden. Stand up for yourself. They're basically, you know what I mean? What's next? Wearing Yeezys? What's next?
I guess that's why he's got those
You're being
Yeezys
rounded
so he can
up.
Stand up better.
With me and Ben Shapiro. And the order of who goes first does not matter. I just want to say that for the record. If Ben goes first, happens to go first, or me, or you, God forbid, the numerical order doesn't matter.
That's good.
All right, bro.
I see that nigga on the streets, I'm beating his ass.
Yo!
I see that nigga in the streets, I'm beating his ass. Fuck L3.
And shut up, bitch. You're not doing shit. I don't know, dude. I don't know who's talking. Like, I'm getting confused. I'm looking back and forth between the squares. This is so awesome. Shit.
Of course not. Snaggy is all talk. He is, but Ethan, listen. He is all talk. He is. Snaggy has never gone to a fight. Hey, you guys remember at the Six Flags when I was getting pressed and Zayn and Snaggy did nothing? He's just an internet war, Ethan. He is.
Yeah, and I'm a little bitch too. You know what I mean? The last fight I was in, it was over like wall ball or wall ball in like 4th grade. So obviously I'm not doing shit. I'm running, bro. First sign of trouble, I'm out. That's why I practice on the treadmill every day.
And again, Snaggy, you know you are, buddy. So yes, to be genuinely, you know, yes.
You're gonna beat my ass if you see me on the street. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're gonna look the other way and pretend like you didn't see me. I saw this comment. Aiden got Andrew Tate's dick so far up his ass he actually thinks he's a kickboxer. Okay, no laughter for that one. That one is a good, man. Come on, you gonna run straight face on me on that? No, dude.
I just knew he was.
One thing that's interesting about this is like, Aiden is actually impressively. He's so willing to. He has humility, right? He'll admit where he's wrong. and he's pretty open and not defensive, which is admirable. And actually, I really like it. But whenever it comes to Andrew Tate, it's like the dude will not comment on it, you know?
Papa, have you ever seen where a man changed his gender to woman to get custody of his kids? What the fuck are you talking about? No, I've never seen that. That's probably not true. That's weird. But okay, interesting.
And this is my real criticism of him. This Andrew Tate is bringing you down, brother. It's 2023. Come on.
He was over there. I knew he heard it, so I was trying to get him to do some shit.
Oh.
Snaggy was my dog for life. Y'all know that. Y'all know that.
Desperate Dad? Okay, maybe I'll take a look at this later. Okay.
Y'all know that.
You and your homies not doing shit. And try it, bro. I've been on the treadmill. I guarantee I run faster than you.
Yo, is he talking about Snaggy? Yo!
Hell yeah, bro. That's what it is. That's why I'm on the treadmill every day. You think I care about exercise? Nah, bro. I'm just ready to run from danger.
Yo!
You know what? That's a good idea. Why don't you come assault me? Let's see how many of Adin Ross's close friends we can get into prison. That's right. He keeps the best company. What was the name?
What in the up?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong, bro? Haynes just went to prison for 15 years for shooting somebody. Of course, Andrew Tate is about to go to prison for about 15 years for human trafficking. Yes. So, yeah, that sounds about right. Surround yourself with violent criminals, Adin Ross. That's the vibe. No comment? Pudgy ass fuck.
Yo!
No comment? You know what I mean? Wait, I'm confused now. What this one's playing? I mean, I was watching that one.
Yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. See, like, that was out of pocket. Okay. I even said chill. Yo, all right, see.
He did, by the way. I'm gonna defend Adin. He did say that they were doing too much in that moment, and so we appreciate Adin, and I thank you for saying that was too much.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's out of pocket. I think,
very beautiful.
You know, his wife got nothing to do with it. Leave her out of it. And you know, there's been times where I've,
hey,
you know, listen.
Thank God. That's one of the things, like I said before, like it really bothers me about like this Man of Steel shit is that this the weird disrespect to people's wives. It's, you know, again, maybe it's a little regressive, but you never talk about another man's wife. It's just off the table.
Guys, chat, listen. Oh my God, this chat is crazy. Listen. But why did you title your shit, Adin Ross attacked my wife and threatened me? When I'm not the one who did that.
Dude, that fucking
this one's titled Adin Ross sent me anthrax in the mail, so.
Title rules, that's why.
That's so stupid.
You know what I mean? That title's awesome. Adin Ross attacked my wife and threatened me. It's just a great title, you know what I mean? I'll probably call this one like Adin Ross came to my house and killed both of my dogs and shit on my porch.
Wow.
You know, it's just vibes.
That would have been pretty...
Adin Ross attacked my wife and threatened me. When I'm not the one who did either of that stuff. I just reacted to you reacting to me, all right? The title is fucking crazy, bro.
Hell yeah, it is, dude. That's what it's all about. Come on, you know what it is. I'm going to title this one, Adin Ross sent me anthrax in the mail.
Oh, he certainly
I'm going to title this one, Adin Ross 9/11 to my house.
Wow.
That's interesting. A little intriguing. We don't know what it means.
The title is fucking insane.
Certainly intriguing.
Y'all know that's a crazy title, bro.
Hell yeah. Genuinely confused. How do they always call my wife ugly? Like every
Yo.
I talk about this all the time. They call me fat, and they call Hila ugly, and it's like none of them know each other, right? This isn't like some concerted effort to make.
I know.
To attack Hila. I just find it so
What's her
interesting.
Name? Hila. I never.
He doesn't know her name. I guess I get it wrong still too. Somebody was crying a while back because I never know if it's Hila or Hila. I don't really know how to say it. Honestly, I've never had a, never really, I just don't know. And somebody's like, you know the name by now. You're just being stupid. It's like, holy fuck, bro, relax. Like, it's okay. I'm allowed to be stupid. It's part of my platform, okay? So shut the fuck up.
Directly called you ugly. I think there's been a time where I've said something about you and Ethan in the past. And again, bro, I've grown to become a better version of myself in 2020-23. Me and my chat all in 2020-23 have done the same, right, chat? We are all on this wave where we're building our character and shit, right, chat?
Yes, that they all have this idea that telling me that my significant other is
what's up with the fucking volume on Ethan's original video? We're reacting to 4 videos, so there's like 4 or 5 reactions going on in this video, so I don't know how to pinpoint it, but you know what I'm saying, bro. Like, why is one of the volumes so low?
The biggest diss on me.
And it's getting lower.
I mean, you know what I mean? You won't call my wife ugly.
That is kind of crazy if you think about it, though.
Bro, this is the beginning of understanding, right? Like, I make a good point. So now's a good time for self-reflection. I'm glad that got to you, right? Yeah. Why would you attack my wife to insult me? And then there starts to be, you start to get this understanding of misogyny, right? Because really it stems from men seeing women as basically fuck dolls that men marry or date to increase their own value. So like there's, you know what I mean? You're at the beginning of understanding, and trust me, Adin Ross is the antithesis of all.
Sure, I guess that was a little bit weirdly stated. I think Ethan's just trying to say that the overall viewpoint that Andrew Tate has that's bleeding into Adin Ross is one of just fundamental disrespect to women. And one of those aspects is insulting another man's wife just for her mere existence, even if she's not part of the conversation. Yeah, for sure. And that's like a big thing people need to understand. You know, when you talk about things in general, like you have to understand that it goes pretty deep. Like, let's say you have the perspective that like if a girl is getting like sexually assaulted, and she doesn't fight back, then that means that she wasn't really sexually assaulted. There's people who actually think this. People are very unintelligent. If you have a child, especially like a daughter or a niece or something, they're going to pick up your general energy because it doesn't stop there. If you don't have that understanding, there's all other understandings of women that you don't understand, and they're going to slowly bleed down. Like little by little by little by little. It's all part of a greater picture. You know, when you have a level of ignorance on something, like it'll generally, you know, speak to you as a whole, right? And that's something that people should understand, right? Like if you've like historically been friends with somebody who's a rapist, even though like the signs are all there because everybody knows, and then once they betray you, you decide to go like, see, this guy is a rapist and he's abusive. You know, the fact that you were friends with him, that person, until they decided to expose you, shows that you probably have some kind of incorrect perspective when it comes to sexual assault, where you're more on the side of the wrong side, right? That's the reality. Something to keep in mind.
All that shit. So we got to get you. We're gonna get through to Adin. He has a shot. I believe in Adin Ross. You have zero wife. You don't have a significant other. Lonely ass bitch.
All right, buddy.
People hang out with you or on payroll. And then,
not true. That's not true.
That one hit hard, dude. I think that one really hurt his feelings. You can see he really tries to cover that one up.
Any of these fat fucks in my backyard.
It does seem to have upset him. It was a little mean of you. So
when I was banned on Twitch, I couldn't afford anything. You know, same shit. He didn't charge me for 2 months. But I'm not the one who came at you and called your wife ugly, bro. I'm not. You know, person in the room did.
Well, yeah, but you should have said something about that person in the room. And the way that I'm like seeing this conversation unfold, it's important to understand that like Adin seems to be somewhat malleable. Like whoever he's talking to for the most part, or whoever he's talking to in some capacity, for the most part, he's going to kind of disagree with them because he doesn't want to. I don't think he wants to come off as confrontational. And so, like, yeah, of course, there was somebody else in the room, but you should be like, bro, come on, you don't need to be doing that. The fact that you didn't stick up and say the right thing, it speaks poorly to your character. Just because your friends say something doesn't mean that you can't correct them. Be like, hey, man, that's so shitty. You know, I think it's, if anything, it's a sign of weakness to not correct somebody and then to blame it on the other person in the room. Just be like, yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have let that happen, kind of a thing.
Yeah, well, your best friend's a human trafficker, so you know what I mean.
And I said, whoa, but listen, bro, I see how you're feeling. But hey, I understand why you're upset. I understand that kind of got to you, and it's a sensitive topic. And you know, if I have a girl, damn, I really am lonely. Damn, you're right, bro. But listen, one thing I'll tell you is this: for all my lonely kings out there, you're not lonely. I got you, you got me, and
Beautiful words.
We're lonely, yes, but we got big hearts.
This got really sad. Shit, I hit way too close to him on that one, bro. He's talking about his big heart and all. Fuck, dude. I'm sorry, bro.
And we're kings, and
what's that, 240? Okay.
You know, that's how life is sometimes.
Damn, that got really sad. I'm sorry about that one, dude. He's like, you know,
we're not lonely.
Sometimes life is just hard, and you know what I mean? If any of y'all are stocking up on ammo and thinking about telling some people don't show up at school tomorrow, I'm just saying, sometimes that's the way it is.
Yeah, just don't tell anybody not to show up, because then it gives away your secret master plan, which is to give everybody surprise candy.
Now, you guys are good. You guys are going to find love. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, sure. Well, probably not if they keep listening to Andrew Tate, because he doesn't understand how to build meaningful connections with women. So
the only guy who will be your daddy is Andrew Tate, who, by the way, is grooming you like one of his cam girls. Okay, I seen the game. By the way, I'm so happy that he actually saw this and received this message, because I think it's really important that Andrew Tate is grooming you, Adin. Like, and that's not a joke. And again, he glosses over it, but I'm glad he at least.
I just wouldn't use the word grooming in this situation. Grooming is such like a deep, methodical, intentional process of setting somebody up for sexual exploitation. So he's not grooming them. You know, you could say grooming in the context. The problem is that he's saying grooming with that emotional energy, but it's more like when you groom somebody for like an office job, like, oh, I'm grooming this person to be the manager. You know, if anything, it's conditioning, it's negative conditioning, but like the word grooming is just not applicable. So
heard it, you know.
All right, really? This picture? All right, hold on, let me move my camera, chat.
Oh wait, let me move my camera.
Are you serious right now?
Let me move my camera, chat. Shot back in Romania when you flew all the way out there to visit Daddy because he's not allowed in the United States because he's 1%.
He's actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, bro. By the way, that's right, bitch boy. If you wanna win me over, just say that. Like Adin, and now I love him. He's like my little bro. I love Adin. I will die for Adin. I ride or die Adin Ross all day.
Okay. Well,
you know, if you need me, if you need anything from me, we're dogs. He said he thinks I'm funny, and that's what the fuck is up forever. Oh, so I'm sorry, Adin. I think you're a wonderful dude. I think you have a lot of redeeming qualities. I think you're skinny.
Wow, beautiful stuff.
Just got to work on that Andrew Tate thing, but no, I'm your friend for life. We're best friends now, bro. You're a friend of the show. Come on.
Incredible stuff.
I take a bullet for you, bro. Let's just be real at this point.
I mean, let's be honest, guys. This feels like Ethan's trying to groom Aiden Ross. Just kidding. Cool. Just got to place this perfectly. Sorry. Hey, what's going on?
Nobody fucks with you.
Or what's going on, Linda? How you doing?
It.
Sorry.
I seen when you sniffed his chair.
Bro!
Andrew Tate does not give a fuck. I know he's joking, by the way, when he did that. It's his shtick. I saw a clip of him. There's like a whole compilation of Aiden sniffing chairs. And I'm not going to lie, it is funny. But it's a little sus when you're actually being groomed by Andrew Tate. But it's funny. I'm not even going to pretend like it wasn't a joke. That was funny. Fuck about you.
Yo, he does, bro. He does.
He doesn't because he knows that your audience is a bunch of young, dumb, fucking kids that are exactly.
Yo, he just basically called all y'all young, dumb fucks, bro. And y'all are really saying, is he wrong? And look.
Oh, he's kind of right, though. I mean, you know, everybody, the younger you are, the higher chance of being dumb you are. Let's just be real.
Y'all are saying facts. So y'all are all admitting that y'all are all young and dumb? Like, what?
Okay, I'm officially going to, I want to take back that statement. I was wrong. Everyone in his chat is awesome, super mature, great hairline, and women love. You respect women and you love women. I just want to say, if y'all watching this, please, I love y'all. Come to my channel, subscribe. We need more men, trust me. And like, y'all are perfect.
Wow.
Just maybe almost perfect.
Men, dude?
We're working on that.
Fucking misogyny is out of control here, guys. Can you believe this guy?
And I love y'all. You are perfect little gems. And your mommy loves you very much because you're such a good boy.
Very good. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, y'all saying true and facts. Fuck it.
Dude, this is so interesting, though. That, like, you got to respect that Aiden actually put this video up and chat. I mean, a lot of them are just calling me fat and old and dumb and shit, but a lot of them are saying that I'm not wrong. So there is a breakthrough here, right, on the Andrew Tate thing. There is, I feel like we're getting through to him a little bit, and even the chat is agreeing. So this is very cool that he actually watched this video, I think. Demographic for selling.
Y'all go for that.
Trash. Easy money is what you are. You're a mark. This is why I'm here.
How does he know what a mark is?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I've read a book. I didn't think that was a big word. It's literally just 4 letters. I mean,
Jesus Christ, Ethan. So rude.
Yo, he's kind of funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I die for him. Aiden Ross is the coolest dude. He's so fucking cool. He deserves all of his success, and he is one of the best dudes I've ever met. He said I'm funny, so that's it, man. We're besties now. You can't ever get rid of me. One of the reports had said that Andrew Tate had some of his girls, quote unquote, they had the tattoo on their bodies, I love Andrew Tate or I belong to Andrew Tate. That's all in the news. That's all what's being reported. Well, he kind of did that to Aiden with the bald head, right? I mean, if anything, that's kind of like he's expressing ownership over you, Aiden. Look, it's getting to him. He's got real quiet. He realized that I might have a point. Look at him.
Maybe.
Sorry, but what's more beta? Look at him. He got real quiet, bro. Peace and love, dude. And by the way, he just really glosses over the tattooing shit, right? Which is a real report. You his bitch. Look at chat, dude. They know I'm right.
I just found out, and I don't know if this is true or not. I just found out.
There's so many comments of people being like, he's telling the truth. This is so interesting. Maybe his chat is actually awesome. Dude, his chat rules. Some woke kings in chat.
Woke kings.
But actually, I think it underlies an interesting thing is that there seems to be a shifting on the Andrew Tate support. I think some people are finally starting to realize that.
Well, yeah, especially now with like what's going on with the I feel like that lawyer that came out, we got him right here. It's my best friend right now. Bruce Rivers, I feel like he set like a really good. The video he made here was incredible. I think a lot of people reacted to it. And I think a lot of the people who did react to it are like bigger content creators, and they're passing that message along in different ways. So
he is not who they think he is.
That
dude, he is jarred by what I just said. He can't get his shit together, man.
What's Papa Guts? What's my demographic?
Is Ethan Klein Jewish?
Yes, sir.
Come on, I feel like that's is Ethan Klein Jewish? That's incredible. Yeah, of course.
Is Ethan Klein Jewish yet?
The yet or say chat?
Yes, sir.
Is Ethan Klein Jewish yet?
Oh, chat. I was like, yet? Okay.
Come over for Shabbat, dude. Let's break some bread. Let's light some
Shabbat
Hanukkah
shalom,
candles. I mean, we
baby.
have so much in common, dude. You know what I mean? We'll cook some latkes, play dreidel. It's gonna be awesome, man. Let's do this.
Let's do it, baby.
Is he Jewish? Yeah. All right. Look, bro. I'm gonna just cut this right here.
Dude, literally the whole fucking chat is like, yes, like somehow if there's one thing you know about me, it's that I'm Jewish.
All right,
I'm gonna cut it right here, Ethan.
My audience is like 1/3 women, and yeah, there's the age and gender. It's a third. It's 32% women, 32.6% women, 66.3% men, and 1.2% non-binary. I guess. So how do you guys like that? How do you guys like that, huh? Is it still black? It would be fun.
You and I've been back and forth ever since I started, popping up on Twitch and shit. I made mistakes in the past where,
it's all right, guys.
My crypto
it's
shit.
okay if it goes black when nothing is going on. Okay, we're doing something else. Relax. My computer's probably just on it's probably just on its last life fucking blood, and I'm probably gonna need like a new memory or something like that, and I'll just get a new computer or something. I don't know.
And stuff, and you still won't let that go.
Yeah, shout out to women, guys. Shout out to women. Am I right?
Letting that go, man. I mean, listen, my main criticism of this video was all the Andrew Tate stuff, which you are really trying not to respond to.
No, I understand.
Wait,
but listen, bro, I've owned up to it, and I'm all about growing in 2020.
Let's do this, bro.
That's the only thing you got on me, really. That crypto shit. I get
That's not at all. I mean, no. What I've got is that you're best friends running D and idolizing a human trafficking misogynistic freak. That's the big problem I have right now.
Yeah, bro, I get it. But I'm gonna just say this one thing. I'm gonna just say this, bro. Okay. I'm not apologizing for shit. No, chat. I already addressed that. I'm not apologizing for shit. What I do want to say is, at the end of the day, bro, I think we just gotta link up, bro. Let's link up. No weird shit, bro. I want to link up, and I want to give you a hug, bro. I want to give you a hug, and we can talk. We can sit down and talk. Wow. And you know what I'm saying, bro? Let's just link up. Cameras off and everything, bro. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're Jewish, I'm Jewish, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. That's it. That's all it takes. And it really is, right?
There you go.
We're part of the tribe, you know what I mean? And you're like cool urban Jew. You're like a whole different type of cool Jew. You got like the little Dicky Jew vibes, like cool little dope shit. I'm more of your just kind of, normal city slicker Jew. So I like the variety we have. We could almost start like a boy band or something with them. Maybe we get a different type, like a Hasid or an Orthodox, so we could be like the 3 different flavors of Jew. Yeah. We could call it 3 flavors. That could be our hip hop group. Neapolitan, baby.
And it's not completely, about just about that, but let's link up and just talk, bro. And again,
I think that's a good idea. Obviously, he has this thing where he like gravitates to any older male figure, and I think what I mean?
Why do you keep saying that? It's insulting. It might be true, but it's so insulting to the guy. Now you're just making it seem like he has like a soft spot for older men. And plus, and Ethan probably has no idea about this, but like in the sphere Aiden's in, like I remember seeing a video from I think Illuminati, but there's some like weird homophobia in there where they're calling him like Biden Ross, insulting him for acting gay and being gay, saying that like he's part of like the gay agenda to invade that community to make like a fucking all the other people in there gay. So it's something to keep in mind to just for future. I mean, Ethan will never see this, but it's something to just keep in mind that like he gets hit with like really insane like homophobic shit from other people in the community, like anti-gay fucking conspiracy theory shit, and it's like I would just kind of lean away from that because some people might read that if some of his audiences come over there, they might read that as like in the long term not such a great thing,
And let's
yeah for real. Yeah, you didn't see that? Like he did a whole Biden Ross thing. It was fucking crazy.
I'll tell you whatever Andrew tells you, like get out of bed, you know, you got to get motivated, you got to, you know,
out of bed, get
I don't know what he
motivated,
tells, all kinds of bullshit. I'll just pull out like any self-help book and start reading it off to you. And we'll be dogs forever, for life.
That's all I want to do.
Me too, though. Unironically, I think this is a great idea. I'd love to connect with you, Aiden. I'm gonna follow you on Twitter, so if you want to DM me, I would love to chat.
Yeah, people keep saying that maybe I could be the third to their band. I am ethnically Jewish. I'm not like religiously practicing Jewish. I'm also like ethnically German, so I could probably bring a lot of heat to this band, a lot of hot fire. It'd be really great. Maybe the dynamic would go pretty well.
I would love to have you on the podcast, even just to call in or to come in. I think we're both in LA, so it'd be easy to link up. And you know,
Sneaky link, baby.
I would really like to, more than anything, just have a conversation with you about your relationship with Andrew, and not in a personal way. I just want to I want to understand kind of where you're at with him, and maybe go over some of the evidence, concrete evidence, right, about this investigation that's coming out that I think is important for you to see. And, you know, I think that would be a really valuable conversation for both of us to have. Because, like, if you can't sit with me and defend your friendship with him, then you shouldn't be defending him, right? So if you feel he's a good guy, then I think we can have a really productive conversation together. And also, he said I'm funny like 3 times. So, I mean, you're my dog, dude. We're dogs for life from that. You know what I mean? Forever.
Yeah, we could all take a shower together. It might be a lot of fun.
Forever, dude. I'm sending you Hanukkah, holiday, Christmas cards for the rest of your life.
Up and give me a hug and
yeah.
You know, I'm all about spreading love, bro. I'm not gonna be on this hate shit going back and forth with Ethan Klein.
Spreading love,
you know what I'm saying, bro? You're 40 years old. I'm 20.
I will say, I feel like the overall atmosphere on like Twitch and shit, or on the online space, is like gone, like the negative, like the hateful energy has gone down pretty substantially. Because that's kind of like one of my resolutions, is to try to chill the fuck out. We started off with a bang, but try not to hold the grudges, try to be a little chiller, try to like keep them, like, honestly, part of like just chill and not take like this insane disproportionate energy every single fucking time for like mistakes people have made in the past. You know what I mean? Because we all make mistakes, guys. That's been part of my kind of mantra, and it feels like a lot of other people are doing the same thing. So
20 years old. You're
all right, bro. You just said I was 37. Now you're rounding up to 40. Come on. My own fans do that to me. I don't think y'all doing that too.
Double me. When you were my age, I wasn't even born yet.
Okay, that's not true. That is not true. Okay, I do not appreciate this old geriatric slander. You know what this is? This is ageism right here.
True.
Bro, you just said you're 22. I'm 37 minus 22. That's a 15-year difference, okay? So you says I didn't exist, or you said that you didn't exist when I was your age. You're 22. So when I was 22,
doing the math.
So when I was 22, I think that means you were 7, right, guys? Minus 22.
Sure.
So I think when I was 22, you were 7. Okay, it doesn't sound that bad. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. And hey, you got to admit that math was pretty impressive. I can help you prepare for your GED. I have so much to offer you.
What I'm saying? So I'm not glazing shit. I'm not dick sucking.
I mean, Jewish people are good with math, right? There are a lot of accountants, so I would expect nothing less, you know?
Anything, but
I'd
all you
expect
kids and
nothing
chat
less,
L's and
guys.
shit, you're not realizing that's all about spreading love. It's all about love, and it's all about you know, you spread hate and stuff. It's just gonna make things up. Like, it's not about that, bro. It's not about that. What's the point of spreading hate and just going back and forth with somebody when there's it's just...
You know, I agree, right? And I actually have been going through like a similar thing of my own kind of self journey to stop being a hater ass bitch. But
True.
the irony,
I feel
again,
that.
is that Andrew Tate is the biggest misogynistic hate spreader there is in the world right now, probably. So we got to figure out this contradiction.
I really wonder why there is like a legitimate, from what I think is like a hive mind, or like a mass amount of people really trying to be more reserved in their expression of like what they're talking about. Because I've seen it across, it's like the whole entire landscape. And for me, I was like, fuck, I just feel like I was becoming miserable doing my content. It's the reason I did this huge shift. I just started hating my relationship with my content, hating that I was only covering controversial topics, or that was like the most popular part of me. And I really wanted to make a change because I was just fucking absolutely miserable. And I wonder like why... I wonder why it's like happening the way that it's happening, you know? It's interesting. I'm just very curious, like how it's manifesting itself in this way. It's very interesting. Very muy intradestado. in my opinion. You know?
Oh man, I'm just gonna spread hate. Like, no, bro. I really just want to be on some really positive shit. And you know, and again, bro, you have differences with me and stuff. Put your differences aside. I don't know if you live in that way or not. I'll fucking meet you at Starbucks in public.
You don't have to meet me in public. I'm not afraid you're gonna stab me or something. Just don't bring your homo who said it's on site. Because I'll tell you what, wherever we meet, I'm gonna wear my best sneakers so that if I need to fucking book it, I'm ready. I'm gonna bring my 7-pound Yorkie, who's gonna take down anyone that steps to me.
I just want to give you a handshake, bro, and call it a day and just say what's up and meet you. All right?
Yeah. You know what I like about Adin? He seems actually to be a good guy, right? And he has a good heart, and he wants to do the right thing, and I respect that about him. And he has like a healthy amount of humility where he can admit where he's wrong. He's so close to realizing the hypocrisy of his support for Andrew, and you can tell there was something going on in that video. But you know what, Adin? I'm fully on board. We're dogs. We're homies. Let's meet up. Let's do a podcast. You said you do good podcasts. Let's do a podcast together. We'll call it Daddy and Me. Yeah, Daddy and Me.
Incredible.
We could call it Take Your Son to School. Take Your Son to Work Day. We could also call it.
Okay.
There's a lot of different routes we can take, but I think it'd be interesting. You are as so that would be, you know, a good dynamic to play off of. Okay. We'll see if I edit that one out or leave it in. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This has been a really interesting whole turn of events. But you know what, Adin? I love you more than life itself. I will adopt you. You can be a Klein. And you said I'm funny like 3 or 4 times, and I'm ready to lay down my life for you. So I love you, bro. Hit me up on Twitter. Best friends for life. Friend of the show forever.
Beautiful stuff. Okay. Well, that was certainly an interesting segment. It's nice that it wasn't, you know, as heated as it can sometimes get. I gotta appreciate that. You know, crazy stuff going on lately. It's always a pretty big frustrator to constantly talk about super intense topics like all the time. Like sometimes I can kind of wear you down a little bit. So cool video.
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.